So Google's NanoBanana Pro or NanoBanana 2 is the best AI image model in the market right now. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to use it completely for free inside your n8n AI automations. I'm going to show you the different use cases that you can have with this incredible new model, the amazing 4K quality images that it produces, and then also how you can use it to generate product images and also a few other things that I want to point out that makes this model incredible. Again, I'm going to show you everything step by step. I'm also going to give these resources completely for free. So that way, if you just want to download the template, you can just go ahead and easily take care of that. So that way you can follow me along. All right, without wasting too much time, let's get started with the video. All right, so I'm going to show two different methods here. First, how to generate new images, and then also how to edit an existing image. So let's go ahead and take a look at the demo, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how to build this or how to do this step by step. All right, so the first one, I'm just going to create a new image. So I'm just going to click on open chat here. So I'm just going to say a 22-year-old male stands with a Yankees hat in front of a gym, right? Something simple. So I'm just going to press enter. And as you can see, this will go ahead and generate this image. So this is basically a simple chat model. We're going to reach out to Google Gemini's NanoBanana Pro, which is again the second version of NanoBanana. And it's just going to create a brand new image. And then on the next step, we're going to go ahead and edit this generated image. So that way you can see the power of how amazing NanoBanana Pro is when it comes to maintaining the quality of images, especially when it's editing it. And that's where the power of this amazing model comes in. So let's go ahead and let this thing finish. And I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what the image looks like. And then also how we can edit it in the next step. Okay. So the workflow got completed. So I'm just going to go ahead and now double click on this. I'm just going to download this. All right. Look how incredible this image is. The quality of the letters specifically is amazing. So again, the New York Yankees hat, very perfectly well made. I mean, high quality. This looks exactly like somebody's picture, right? On the top right here, as you can see, the Metro Fitness, the gym in the background, the person is just, it's very natural. 22-year-old. That's how I said 22-year-old male, right? So you can see how incredible it is when it comes to generating realistic, quality images, specifically kind of the little nuances, the little, details that you can see that makes this image model so powerful. All right. So now let's go ahead and edit this image. So this time I'm just going to replace his phone with a coffee cup or something like that. And then, I also want to mention, changing his hat to something different. So that way you can see how amazing it is at, maintaining the quality of the image. So this time I'm going to click on execute workflow for this one. And this is going to pop up a form. So I'm just going to say, so I just said change the person's hat from Yankees to Boston Red Sox. And for those of you who are not familiar, that's kind of the rivalry team there. But anyways, and then also I just said now he's holding a cup of coffee. So now I'm going to click on choose file, and I'm going to grab that image that just got generated. I'm going to click on submit. So now this is going to execute the workflow. There you go. Now it's going to edit this particular image, and make the changes that we just described. The editing part, the editing image is a lot quicker, I've noticed, compared to generation. As you can see, it quickly generated. So let's go ahead and take a look now. So I'm just going to take a look at the view here. There you go. Perfect. So now let me download this so that way you can see it better. I'm going to click on download so that way you can see this a lot better. All right. Take a look at this incredible qualities. Changed very easily. It changed the hat from Yankees to Boston Red Sox now. He's still holding his phone, but now he's holding a coffee cup in his left hand and is still maintaining the quality of the background exactly as it was. So you can see how amazing it is at editing images. And this is where kind of the power of NanoBanana Pro comes in particularly when it comes to editing these images. So now let's go ahead and build this thing step by step. All right. So the first step is, creating a n8n account. For those of you who are not familiar with n8n, it is a no-code platform. There's multiple ways you can actually create an account. So you can just head over to n8n.io and create a free trial. This gives you 14-day free trial. Now the cloud account itself is, if you want to, go beyond the free trial, is $20 a month, but there's multiple ways you can actually host n8n. If you want it completely for free, you can actually host it locally on your own machine. But if you don't want to deal with that and you just want to deal with the cheapest version, there's also an option of hosting n8n on a virtual private server. So something like, for example, a Hostinger So this is a Hostinger VPS, or a virtual private server. So if you want to take advantage of this, right now they have a really great Black Friday sale going on, where you can essentially have the same functionalities as hosting it in a cloud, just like you would for a cloud n8n version, but on your own virtual private server. And this is the cheapest option. So you can have, you can basically host this for $6 a month. But on top of that, since Hostinger is one of our main channel sponsors, they also have, we also have a coupon code. So what you're going to do is click on the link below. You're going to head over to this particular link and click on this KVM2 plan. So you're just going to click on choose plan. Once you click on this plan, this is going to take you to the next page here, where now you can select the different periods. Obviously, if you want to get the best deal here, make sure you select the 24 months. And then as you can see on the right hand side, it gives you all of the different details about the summary here. In the bottom, depending on where you're located, the server location, most of the time it's automatic. I mean, that they have a bunch of different servers all over the world. Since I'm in I'm in California, mine's going to be Phoenix. Make sure you're selecting the n8n. This is their most popular, obviously, application. So if you're in, make sure you click on application, click n8n here. And then all you have to do is also, oh, by the way, I forgot, you have to add the coupon. So if you click on have a coupon code, all you have to do is type AI workshop, and you can get additional 10% off. So I'm going to click on apply. And as you can see, now coupon applied, and you get an additional 10% off. So it's literally $140 for 24 months. That's like about literally as cheap as you can get. That's like $6 a month, right? The cloud account for n8n is like $22 a month. So this is definitely the best deal. Anyways, so once you grab that, you're going to click on continue. And this is going to ask you to register for an account. So I'm just going to already have an account. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in. Okay. So once you sign up for an account or log in, it's going to bring you to the billing address. So fill in the billing information and click on the payment information, and then click on continue and install. And this will install your, VPS, and it's going to bring you to the next page. All right. So once you got n8n installed, this is going to bring you right here. So all you have to do is now click on manage. Once you click on manage, this is going to, let me close all of this stuff. It's going to bring you to your dashboard. So this is your dashboards. Obviously yours is going to look blank. I've been using this for a while, so that's why mine shows a bunch of data here, but yours is going to look blank. So all you have to do is to run n8n. You're going to come to the top right here and click on manage app, and this is going to open up a new window here. And this is where you can, if this is your first time, obviously you will sign up for an account, but since I already have an account with Hostinger, I'm just going to click on sign in. And once you sign in, now you can use basically n8n, just like the hosting and everything that you saw inside or on a virtual private server, where now you can like import files that you have downloaded, like the blueprints and everything else, and then obviously use all of the great features that n8n has. Okay, so that's how you can host n8n on a virtual private server on your Hostinger account. All right, so once you have your n8n, whether you're using it in the cloud or Hostinger or on your local machine, this will be your blank canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and show you step by step how to build this. But if you want to have access to this workflow, I've also uploaded it for free in the Skool community. So just head over to the Skool community, this Lite AI Workshop Lite. This is completely free, by the way. You're going to head over to YouTube resources. You're going to come to the bottom and take a look at NanoBanana 2 plus n8n. You can just click on this blueprint, download it, and then you're going to go back to your n8n. You're going to click on these three dots, import from file, and choose that file. So that's exactly how easy it is to grab this workflow from here. And then obviously, if you want to learn n8n, if you're a beginner in n8n, I also have a paid community, the AI Workshop community, that I'm going to put the link in the description, where you can learn n8n. We have multiple courses, beginner level, intermediate, advanced. We have voice AI, and we also have learn how to make money with AI and AI automations, specifically with n8n, because it's the best platform in the market right now. I have an AI agency that I've had for a while, so we go through and show you exactly how to get your first paying client. So check out the link in the description. But anyways, all right. So the first step always in an n8n workflow is your trigger. In this case, I'm going to be using chat because we're going to build out this first, create a new image. And as you can see right here, my trigger is chat. And on the second one, it's a form. But let's go ahead and start with the first one. So I'm going to click on add first step here, and you have multiple triggers here that you can select. So I'm just going to click on chat message. So this is what it's going to open up. You just basically have this chat message where now if you click on open chat, it's going to show up this chat box that you can type in. But let's go ahead and add our second step, which is basically reaching out to Google's Gemini or NanoBanana. So the way to do that, you're going to click on plus button. You can actually search for Gemini, Google Gemini is going to show up. You're going to click on this. And as you can see right here, you have multiple options here. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to click on in image actions. I'm going to click on generate image. There you go. So this is going to pull up. All right. So if I back out, as you can see, this automatically gets connected to the chat trigger. I'm going to double click on this. So for you, obviously, this is going to be, if this is your first time, this is going to look blank. You can just click on create new credential. And this is where you can add your API key. All right. So the way to do this is you're going to head over to aistudio.google.com/API keys. So there is a free version that they actually give you right here. So if you set this up, when you set this up, it'll tell you free tier. So it does give you a lot of credits when it comes to just using it for free. But the best thing to do, the way to completely use this for free for a long time, is you're going to click on setup billing. So once you click on setup billing, this will actually, so you can just select on agree and continue by selecting your country. Now, the great thing about Google is you can see right here, gives you $300 for free, right? And again, this is plenty for you to be using this for a long time. And you can just add a payment method. Don't worry, it won't charge you. $300 is a lot of credits when it comes to generating or editing images. So you're going to click on start free. And this is going to just ask you to choose a payment profile. So once you add that, then afterwards, so because I've already have an account, what this is going to look like is exactly like this. Let me just bring this up. There you go. So now it's going to have tier 1. So your quota tier is going to be tier 1 after you add your payment method. And like I said, you'll have $300 to use. So that's how you can use this completely for free. All right. So once you create your account there, sorry, let me go back there. So once you're in your API key, you're going to click on create API key. You're going to basically name your API key. And then in the bottom, you're going to select a Gemini project. If you don't have a Gemini project, just click on create new project. You'll just add a project and this will generate an API key. And then all you have to do is come back to your n8n. You just paste that API key and that's it. That's all you need to do. So let me go ahead and actually do that so that way you know how to do this. So I'm going to click on Gemini. I'm going to click on create key. So this is going to generate a new key. There you go. So now I'm just going to copy this API key. Okay. I'm going to go back and I can just paste it. That's all you need to do. You're going to click on save and your API key will be now created, or your account will be created. I'm not going to do that since I've already a bunch of accounts there. So let me get rid of this. There you go. So once you do that, you're going to leave everything else as it is. You're going to click on the model. You're going to click from the list. So if you did your connection right, this is going to generate, or this is going to open up all these different models. Now, right now, the Gemini 3 doesn't exist. That's with NanoBanana, or NanoBanana Pro doesn't exist in the list here. I'm sure they're going to add it later on, but there's a workaround to that. So you're just going to click on by ID here. And here, you're just going to do, so let me go ahead and do that from here so I can just copy it. You're just going to type this. I'm just going to copy this by ID. So you're going to type models/Gemini-3-Pro-Image-Preview. That's the official name of Google Banana, NanoBanana Pro. Okay. So once you do that, now you can have this prompt that you can, add to generate the image or something. All right. So let's go ahead and now click on open chat. So I'm just going to say a female, let me type this, a 23-year-old female with a big hat in front of a dress shop, right? Something stupid. So I'm just going to press enter. So now this is going to go ahead and let me actually stop the workflow here so we can actually attach our prompt here. All right. So the prompt, all I have to do is now, once you press enter, so as you can see right here, this chat went through. All I have to do is now drag this chat input and bring it over here. Okay. So, it just said I 23-year-old, but that's fine. I'm sure it will understand. So now, actually, let me try this again. Copy. I'm going to paste. Make this correct. Let's say a 23-year-old female with a big hat in front of a dress shop. Okay. So I'm going to press enter and now this should generate that image. So as you can see right here, now that chat input is in the prompt right here and we're using the model to generate. Now, obviously, since this is the first time, it's going to take a couple of, I think it takes up to a minute. Oh, actually it worked pretty quickly, but you can see it might take, if it's your first time, it might take a little bit, up to a minute or so, but go ahead and let it finish. So this is what's going to happen afterwards. You will have this output of binary. So you can click on view here, and this should, there you go, perfect. As you can see, you have that image of a female in front of a dress shop with a giant hat. I can download this now, and there you go. Very accurate, very detailed. It even has this like French boutique that I didn't mention, but as you can see how realistic this looks, right? Everything, the background, the hat, everything is very, very detailed. All right. So that's how you generate a new image. Now let's go ahead and take a look at generating or editing this particular image. So that was the first part. The second part, as you can see right here, editing image, we're just going to add a form submission and click on edit an image, right? So I'm just going to go ahead back to my n8n here. So this time, let's get rid of that. I'm just going to add a trigger as a form. So I'm just going to search for form. It's going to be n8n form. We're going to do on a new n8n form event. So this is going to open up the form. As you can see now, this is on form submission is my trigger. Let me get rid of this now. I'm going to double click in this. So authentication, we're going to leave as none. Form title, I'm just going to say edit image. Form description, I'm just going to say edit images with NanoBanana 2. Okay, or Pro actually. Again, this is optional. You don't have to do that, but go ahead and enter something there. So I'm just going to click on add form element. Form name is going to be description. This is going to be a text. I'm going to make this required. Add formal element. We need to be able to attach an image, right? So I'm just going to say image and click on element type. This is going to be a file. So now we can upload a file. I'm going to click on required field. There you go. So now if I execute workflow, this is going to pull up a form. There you go. It says edit image, edit images with NanoBanana Pro, description and image. And now I can choose a file, right? So now let's go ahead and add our second step. Let me actually go ahead and do this. Oops, not what I meant to do. There you go. So I'm just going to say test, choose a file. I'm just going to add the same image, click on submit. So now there you go. Now we have our data here, right? That's the image. But click on view. It's the same image that we just generated. Okay. So now let's add our second step, which is going to be editing this image with NanoBanana. I'm going to click on the plus again. Same thing. I'm going to look for Gemini, Google Gemini. And this time we're going to click on edit an image, right? In the action. There you go. You're going to keep your credentials the same as you did. Resource is going to be image. Operation is going to be edit image this time. The prompt. So you're going to go to schema. Click on this. The prompt is going to be the description right here, right? And then the image, the binary file name, make sure this matches. So I'm going to go to binary. Make sure this matches the name right here. So since we did image, I'm just going to change this to image. That's all you need to do. Okay. So now let's go ahead and execute this workflow again. And then we're going to say something like the girl holds a coffee cup and wears a baseball hat or something like that, right? So I'm just going to click on execute workflow. So I'm just going to say the girl in the image holds a coffee cup wearing a baseball hat. Okay. So exactly, we're going to add that, attach that image. I'm going to click on submit. There you go. So now it's going to reach out to NanoBanana. Okay, perfect. So now let's click on this. I'm going to click on view. And perfect. Let's go ahead and download this. All right. Absolutely incredible. As you can see, it maintained everything exactly as it is on the image, even this French boutique name, the background, the dress is the same way, the girl, the dress, everything was the same, except now she's holding a coffee cup right here. And then also she's wearing a baseball hat compared to the previous image, which she was wearing a large hat there. Okay. So as you can see, you can do a lot of incredible things with it. Now, obviously you can, besides just creating images and editing images, the real use case for this would be something like creating a AI UGC ads or AI product ads. Now, I've already done a tutorial on this, but I'm just going to go ahead and quickly download this workflow. So that way I can show you exactly what this looks like. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description for this particular video. This is creating AI UGC ads. So I'm just going to download this blueprint. Download. I'm going to come here to my n8n workflow. Upload this now, import from file. All right, so this is a use case in real world, right? For NanoBanana, you upload an image just like we did, and we go ahead and submit that to NanoBanana with this AI agent to create a brand new image, edited image with a product photo, and we reach out to VO 3.1 to generate an AI UGC ad, right? And this is where the magic of NanoBanana Pro or NanoBanana 2 really comes into picture, that you can really utilize this for ads for businesses and where you can monetize it. So like I said, I did the full video on this, so I'm going to put the link in the description so you can check it out if you're interested. But that's how you can use NanoBanana 2 to create real style images for products, whether it's for small businesses or advertisements for social media. That's where the power of this model comes in. So feel free to check that out. Hopefully you found this content helpful. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. And again, if you're interested in learning how to make money with AI, how to learn n8n, check out the community. I'm going to put the link in the description. Hopefully I'll see you inside. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.